Hi, I'm Alex. Welcome to my channel and to this yin moment today. I wanted to start sharing different moments with you rather than sequences and practices. So I like to share those, they're there for you. I do my sequencing and my practicing and any kind of workouts first thing in the morning. But of an evening, when I am looking for a little bit of something for myself just to include in my evening, whether or not it's just a wind down after work or before I go to bed, yin moments are something that I embrace quite a lot in my personal practice. And they can be so good for bringing something a little sweet and a little bit nourishing into the body. So I'm going to share them with you over the coming weeks. There might even be a little challenge coming your way. But today I'm going to share the supported caterpillar shape with you. For those of you that don't have a yin practice or maybe haven't had much experience with it before, it's a more passive practice in that there's no dynamic movement. So we're looking to find a little bit of sensation of stretch to work with the fascia and the connective tissues in the body. And the reason we don't want an intense stretch is because we hold it in stillness and we hold it for time. So find with me, so I've got a yoga bolster, okay? You could have a pillow wrapped up in a towel to create this similar type of structure. There's no right or wrong. You might not even need this, but this is designed to give us the support that we need to release into a shape. So this is one of my go-to shapes. So we're going to come seated like this, legs out in front of us. We could have a cushion underneath the bottom as well. Equally, if you've got a very firm mattress, you could do this on your bed, but I would recommend it would need to be very firm so that you don't kind of sink into it. Because if you're going to elevate or have cushioning, you want it to do just that and not sink in. So we're going to use this bolster so that we're not coming into this huge big forward fold. Okay, we might want something underneath the knees to pad out here, especially if we've got a lot of tightness in the hamstrings. This is something that I have grown into over time, so I definitely would have had something when I first started practicing this, but these days I don't need it quite so much. So we're working on this back line of the body. We're also working on the kidney area of the body. So yin has a lot of traditions to do with Chinese medicine and the meridians in the body, and this is that energy center and area where we're working with the kidney meridians. So great for kind of boosting those energy reserves as well. So you can take the practical anatomical elements of it or the kind of energetic elements of it and do what works for you. For me, I also like to use it just to kind of wind down and to let the thoughts flow, to process stuff. That's why I come to yin. But it doesn't have to be 60 minutes of practice. It could, like this, just be 5 minutes of practice. So I'm going to find, there are days when I might have this bolster really close to me, and I'm going to try not to rest it on my mic and make it all crackle. And I might hug the bolster like this, and that might be as deep as I go. Alternatively, I might come forward and have it at an angle and rest out here like this and just relax my hands around the front of the bolster a little bit. So I've got something to hold on to without clutching, and we're not flexing the feet really hard, we're not pointing them, so you might just want to relax them somewhere in between. So I'm going to keep my head like this because this feels pretty comfortable for me right now. There are times when you're doing this practice, so I've got a big comfy jumper on, but when we've done this in classes or if I'm feeling like I want to particularly come into myself, I might also wrap a blanket round. And it's absolutely fine to have your head to one side if you've got something that you're using that makes it quite difficult to do what I'm doing and still have my nose and mouth free. So when we come into this space, it's useful just to take that first 30, 60 seconds just to fidget and make sure you've found what is comfortable. Often with yin, if we hold it for time, it can go one of two ways. So it either releases and you relax into the shape even more, or it can intensify a little bit. So we don't want to go too far too quickly. And then we're going to just work with the breath. So breathing in through the nose and maybe breathing out through the mouth. And just see if you can work on extending those exhales a little bit before we settle into a few minutes of stillness here. So you could hold this for 2 minutes. You could hold it for 10 minutes. About 5 works about right though. And just check in every now and again. Make sure you're not holding on to tension in the jaw. You're not holding on to your breath. And if you find maybe the mind wanders, just direct focus back to the breath. Maybe even back to the different sensations in the body, observing what you might notice. And at the end of your next exhale, just draw the arms back for some support. Roll up. And you can pop your support to one side. And just draw the hands back maybe. Bring the feet to flat. You might just windshield wiper the knees from side to side. You might just lay down for a moment and just see how that feels in your body. Or you just might go about the rest of your evening or go to bed. It's entirely up to you. It just takes a few moments, a few minutes, just to let yourself release into it and enjoy that singular moment right there. I hope you enjoyed it. If you are still enjoying it, enjoy it for as long as you like. And I look forward to sharing another yin moment with you soon. Take care.